Unbelievable.
What are you guys in for?
Slashing.
Ice staking. What about you?
Replied all to a company-wide email.
Ooh.
All right, hockey fans, it is time once again for SICHL 26 as we have just begun season 2. I'm going to go through, we didn't do this last episode, so I'm going to do it this episode here. We're going to go through everyone's lines again for each team. So I'm going to go through these quickly. You can pause when you get to your team and take a closer look at who you've got. But just because, again, it's a new season, there's been lots of trades, there's been lots of free agent signings, there's going to be lots of turnover in the offseason, so you can see where your team is at heading into season 2. So we're going to try and go through these as quickly as we can. So we have the Grizzlies here, Nyes, Hughes, Granlund as the top line, and then on defense, Chitron Doughty, that's a good top. Oh, that's pretty stacked. Okay, and if we look at the goalies, bada bang, Wolf. Oh, looking good. Banff Rockies coming back with another strong team. There's the defense looking, oh my God, little OP on the D. That's all right. And then in goal, Mackenzie Blackwood and Jimmy Reimer, Optimus Rhyme. The Boston Colonials, Patrick Laine up there on the top line. Good to see. And then there is the defense, another strong defense there. And in goal, Binnington. Burno, DeBrincat, Barbashev, Strom on the top line. Defense, Quinn Hughes and Radko Gudas. That's where he went to. That's right. He skunked me in the free agency. And in goal, Yusei Saros, as always, for Burno. Calgary Mustangs, Chinnikov, Hurdle, and Mitch Marner on the top line. And on defense, Owen Power and Brandon Carlo. The top pair. In goal, Jesper Wallstead. Havana, DeBrusk, Protoss, and Rantanen on the top line. Stevie Stamkos in there, I see as well. Forsling, Wallman, with Dougie Hamilton in there as well. And in goal, we have Officer Bobrovsky. The Tigers, Fiala, McKinnon, Ehlers on the top line. And on defense, Minchikov and Byram. Nice tandem there. And in goal, Joseph Wall. Dublin Shamrocks, Kyle Connor, Matty Barzal, and Bukinevich. I can never say that right. Anyway, that guy there. You know who he is. Harley Peshka? I don't know how to say that guy's name. I don't know how to pronounce anything, but you can see them. You can read them. You don't need to even say them. Gustafson in net for Dublin. Supersonics, John Tavares, Zabinajad, and Brink on the top line. And on defense, Maurice Sider and Rasmus Anderson with an extra bonus Anderson on the second. And Connor Hellebuyck, 95 overall, brutal. I mean, great for him, brutal for me if I have to play the Edmonton Supersonics. Frederick Express, Brady Tkachuk, Barkov, and Marchenko. That's a nice top line. And on defense, Gavrikov and Shea Theodore. Properly rated, I will again point out. Goalies, Jacob Markstrom, still hanging in there. Hamburg Gladiator, Slavovsky, Thomas and Drake Batherson. And on defense, Brodin and Fox. In goal, Vejmelka. Jet Greaves, great name. Steelhawks have Brat Duchesne and Boldy on the top line. And on defense, we have Ferraro and Kovacevic. But they have Schaefer on the second line and Zeev. Oh, they got a good young core there. Good young core. And Askarov in net. Reykjavik has Timmy Stutz, Kadri, and Demidov on the top line. On defense, Romanov and Neil Pionk. In goal, Ettinger. Jacksonville Gators, Svechnikov, Byfield, and Nylander. On defense, Lindell and Radish. Or Radish, I don't know. And in goal, Montalblanc and Danny Vladar. Okanagan Sun Devils, Philip Forsberg, Pavel Zacha, and Fogela. And Zellweger Dahlin. On defense, in goal, Charlie Lindgren. Okay, well, obviously, Sorokin is the top goalie. They've only got him there because, again, they're switch out for their... It automatically switches out occasionally for backups, so that's fine. Aces, Timo Meyer, Austin Matthews, Marty Netchkach. That's a good top line. And on defense, Morrissey and Wah. In goal, Stuart Skinner. Listen, had a great season last year. Is he going to repeat it for the Aces this year? We'll see. London Monarchs, Kuzmenko, Smith, and Thompson on the top line. On defense, Werenski, Nemec. And in goal, we have Dacord. Millionaires have Robertson, Bedard, and Nikushin on the top line. And then on defense, Dunn, Lindholm. In goal, Stolars. Niagara, Panarin, Crosby, and Trocheck. Pellick, Gerard. So it looks like, let's look at the goalie situation. There he is. Villalta and Dostal. Norway. Okay, we're starting with goalie. Kochetkov in goal for Norway. Top line is Hoglander, McTavish, and Michkov. And then on defense, Jake Sanderson and Pariko. There we go. Okay. The Schooners have Gensel, Point, and Keller. On defense, Fowler and Tanev. And then in goal, Lankinen. Slammers, Eklund, Suzuki, Tolvanen. On defense, Morgan Riley and Mikko Heiskanen. In goal, Logan Thompson. Portland has Matthew Tkachuk, Nico Hischier, and Stone. And then on defense, I'm not even going to try it, but Brock Faber and that other guy. In goal, Freddie Anderson. Anderson Jones, that's got to be the oldest goalie duo in the league. Regina rhymes with fun. Brad Marchand. Oh, Macklin, Celebrini, and Rackle. Oh, that's actually an interesting top line. You got Malkin on the second line. Jeez. In defense, Roman Josi and Chris Letang with Victor Hedman in their mix as well. And then in goal, Linus Ullmark. There you go, his favorite. Oops. Seattle. Cutter Gauthier, SICHL, and Seguin. Uyghur and Jones on defense. And in goal, we have Igor Shesterkin. Spartans have Cole Caulfield, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Sam Reinhart on the top. These are the guys who bounced me from the playoffs. Hughes and Montour as the top pairing. And then in goal, we have Spencer Knight. Stockholm, the Nuge, Eichel and Kokechny. On defense, Shabbat and Sandheim. And in goal, we have Jeremy Swayman. Toronto has Carlson, Jarvis, Pasternak. On defense, Ekblad and Clark. And in goal, Cam Talbot. Vipers have Ovechkin, Draisaitl, and Larkin. That is a solid top line, to say the least. Defense, Slavin and Spurgeon, with Ekholm in there as well. And let's take a look in goal. Thatcher Demko. Vancouver Island Norseman, Kaprizov. Oh, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Kaprizov, McDavid, and Kyrou. Man, Kaprizov. No wonder he left us. Look at that top line. 96 overall Kaprizov, 98 overall McDavid, and then 88 on Kyrou. And you've got Pedersen, Benson. Oh, that is a top-heavy forward group there for Matt. And Fevery and Spence with good old Alex Vlasic there as well. So, again, they've invested. They're top-heavy. They're a top-heavy group. And then Ukko Pekka Luukkonen. Difficult to say, but fun to say. The Huskies, Perron, Beniers, and Raymond on the top line. And then on defense, Devon Taves and Matheson. And in goal, we still have Vasilevsky. And that is it. Okay. That portion is done. I just wanted to make sure everyone at least knew where you were at broadly. We will try to keep up on trades and so forth as they happen, but it's not, unfortunately, the game is not optimized for keeping track of these things. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so what we're going to do this episode then is we are going to continue simming through. We will get our next match sorted out. We are going to sim through the rest of October, and then we will play a match in November. So a lot of simming to do. A loss to the Mustangs. Not great. Noah Juleson is on waivers from St. Louis. I'm going to decline. Edmonton's placing Chalowski, whoever he is, I am declining. A shootout loss to the Bisons. Okay, now we're coming down to earth a little bit. We were playing poorly. There's another loss. We were playing really poorly in the preseason, even though, I mean, the team, I took a look at the team again before the stream. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but apparently we are that bad because we are getting absolutely massacred there. Another loss to Boston. Let's see if we fare any better on Ottawa. Oof, there's a win. We might be sellers at the deadline, guys. I'm calling it already. I mean, unless things suddenly improve. There's another loss to Boston. Oh, my God. Another loss to the Bisons. And we are just about in the basement. There's a win over St. Louis. A loss to Acadia. Let's see how we fare against Hamilton. We got a trade offer. Stahl and a third for a second round pick. I still listen. If I want to try and it's even though I sound pretty despondent, it's still early. We're still only in October. There's time to turn things around here, but it's definitely off to a bad start. But we're not ready to sell the farm quite yet. There's a win over the Mustangs. Let's go. Okay, Keaton, Middleton, and a third for a fourth and a fifth. I mean, I don't particularly need Keaton Middleton, but so I'm basically trading like a third for a fourth and a fifth, but that's, I know, no. No, thank you. Not an unreasonable offer, but I don't want that. Monarchs, 5-1 victory over the Monarchs. Let's go. Let's see if we can get another win over Niagara. No, Niagara gets revenge. And then to close out the month of October, how are we going to fare against the Toronto? Oh, we'll have to wait and see. Stahl in a third for a second. No, thank you. And there's a loss to Toronto. All right, let's just get to the next month here. And now we are going to see who we are going to be playing against. Again, I'm going to go through these, and it's going to always be teams that we haven't already faced. So once we've kind of played everybody, then we'll start doing repeats. But for now, we're just going to do everybody. So, okay, we've got London, Portland. We've already played Toronto, Boston, Oslo, Vancouver, Ottawa, Acadia, Reykjavik, Vegas. So that's 9. Let me just quickly switch over here to the random number machine. And it is number 5. So what was number 5? Let's take a look. London, Portland, Boston. It is going to be against the Vancouver Vipers. Vancouver Vipers are going to be our next victims. Let's see how we do leading up to that. Before we sit in that game, we'll also check through the stats and stuff for everybody. Stahl for a third and a fifth. Everybody wants Jordan Stahl. Listen, I mean, the good news is if we tank and we're out of playoff contention, we can probably still get something for him. There's a big win over London. There's a win in Portland. Giroux and Killorn for a pair of seconds. That's a big trade, but I am not ready to sell the farm quite yet. Claude Giroux, we've got him for a cheap price. No incentive to move Giroux at this point. All right, listen, look at this little hot streak we're going on leading into the game. We like to see it. There you go, another win against... Oh, look, God, we're coming around. We're coming around, boys. Never mind. We're not going to sell off. We're going to the Stanley Cup, baby. Let's go. Okay, we just had a loss, but that's fine. Second and a third just for Giroux. No, thank you. And here is the game. Before we play that game, we are going to check through the standings and the stats. Let's take a quick look first at the activity to see if there's any recent stuff going on here. I'm looking for trades, no trades. And a couple of small-time signings, but that's it. Okay. And we're going to go to Stats Central, baby. Here we go, the American Division, Jacksonville. At the top there. Portland, Boston, and then we are there in 4th place. Then the Aces, Spartans, Tigers, and Grunge. In the European Division, Brno. At the top, Stockholm Cougars, the Revolution, Monarchs, Shamrocks, Gladiators, Riders, and the Vikings. Over to the Canadian Division in the East, the Slammers are on top, tied with the Fredericton Express, followed by the Steelhawks, Rex, Schooners, Millionaires, Bears, and Ice. And in the West, it is the Norsemen with that top-heavy team. And the Mustangs, Bisons, Vipers, Huskies, Sonics, Sun Devils, and Rockies. Taking a look at the actual stats. Wyatt Johnson, 22 points in 20 games. You love to see it. Again, Johnson and Gunther, these are like my young guys that I want to see do well. Hyman also doing well. And continuing on, let's see how we're doing in goal, because we had a couple of rough games there. Darcy Kemper, not doing great. Not doing great. 877 save percentage. That might explain the rather spotty record thus far. So hopefully Darcy's going to pull it together. Let's take a look at the entire league here and see how the rest of you are doing. Cale Makar from the Boston Colonials tops the list at 29, followed by McDavid. And Kaprizov, oh, you hate to see him succeed after I lost him, but there was no way I could afford him. There was no way I could afford him, but he's doing well. He's doing well. That's a great tandem to be expected. Brad Marchand, look at that, tearing it up in Regina. McKinnon, Kokechny, Mitch Marner, Draisaitl, and Netchkash. And taking a look, nope, entire league. We're going to take a look at the goalies. And Sam Montembeau, listen, doing very well for Jacksonville. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. And Darcy Kemper. I mean, listen, he's got an 877 save percentage, but but 10 wins. Again, a credit to the offense, I think, of the Ants this year. Freddie Anderson, Wallstead, Markstrom. I mean, there's some names in here you're not expecting to see in the top 10 list on the wins, but listen, they're getting it done. Look at this. I mean, aside from Darcy Kemper, everybody's got some good save percentages going there, so some strong performances. Hopefully Darcy Kemper can keep up, because I think we got a little lucky so far. All right. Now it is time to get to the game. CPU versus CPU is going to be Wyatt Johnson, Gunther, and Hanifin. And then the stars on the other side, Draisaitl, Slavin, and Larkin. This could be a tough game. A tough game for your Fire Ants. Well, let's see how she goes. I mean, fingers crossed. Look at our defense. Look at the overall ratings there. The defense is 79. Is our defense that bad? Oof.
Final game of what has already been a great road trip for this team, and they'll try to pick up a couple more points tonight.
I mean, again, we've been on a little bit, except for that just recent loss. We had about a 4 or 5 game win streak before that. So let's see if we can keep it going. McMichael taking the face-off, which means I forgot to edit my lines, but that's okay. Zuccarello gets the shot away. Draisaitl to Ovechkin. Ovechkin, oh, fans on the shot. And Kemper's going to cover up.
And to get out of the coverage to be able to get a shot on net, that's courage, and that's certainly.
I mean, again, this is going to be a tough match for the Ants.
We've still got zeros on the board.
McMichael versus Draisaitl in the face-off dot, and to the surprise of no one, Draisaitl gets it. Spurgeon, nice block there. They keep it in the zone, though. Gunther takes it out over to Nurse. Up ahead, Nurse tries to get the shot away, but can't do so. Draisaitl coming up the side. Long pass over to Ovechkin. To Larkin out front, and a weak shot to Kemper. And they move the puck up. McMichael over the line. Takes the shot. Fighting behind the net for it, but Vancouver comes out on top. Big hit there. As Draisaitl takes it up, and he is leveled as well. Giroux up to McMichael. McMichael, long pass to Niemela. And Genther.
Vancouver's got the puck now.
We must have an injury. I should have checked my lines. If Niemela's in the lineup.
Intercepted by Falk. Vancouver's in now.
Over to Falk. Fans on the shot.
Denies him in front.
Second shot stopped by Kemper. Giroux.
So much of the training is
Over the
about
line.
reaction, and
Looking
you
for an
can
option.
tell
Oh, there's the stop.
for him because he makes
Poke
an
to the side there
incredible
by
save
the
just by
goaltender.
instincts alone.
Gains the zone through the middle.
And oh, absolutely rocked by Zadorov.
Hold of the puck now.
Zadorov doing what Zadorov
Giroux's
does
taking it
best.
from his own end.
Gunther loses the puck to Larkin. Over to the wing and then again hammered, but Kang's in there and now sneaks in for the shot.
Save made by Kemper.
Good hustle there. Kemper with the stop. And there you go, through a lot of traffic. But Darcy Kemper
More than half the period has expired. The game is still scoreless.
keeping his head in the game. Stahl versus Brock Nelson in the faceoff dot, and Stahl gets the win. That's why everybody wants to trade for him.
And he takes the
Killorn
feed.
up on the wing, makes a move, and then gets flattened. Mancini
Moves it quickly over
to
to Radish.
Radish. Killorn intercepts. Nice work there.
Vetrano's carrying it
Vetrano chugs in along the boards looking for some help. Gets to Killorn out front. Takes the shot out in front. Oh my goodness, a great opportunity for Philadelphia.
ahead. Sends it over to McCann.
McCann makes the move, takes the shot. Back to the corner. Picks it up again. Back to the line for Mancini. And Mancini covered by his man. Has to give it away. Van Riemsdyk to Killorn up to Vetrano. And Vetrano through traffic here. Finds Killorn open. And there's the shot, another big stop. Killorn behind the net, tied up by the defender, kicks it out to the corner. Winterton to Burns. And Thatcher Demko covers up. We definitely have injuries if Winterton and Niemela are in there. We've probably got multiple injuries. I should have checked that before. Mancini getting a big hit in there.
Getting into the later stages of this period. Still scoreless in this one.
LaPierre versus Winterton. Winterton wins the draw. Nurse breaks the stick on the shot. Has to head back to the bench. Chibrikov. Oh my God, how many injuries do I have?
Ref's arms in. Oh, he needed to make
Oh.
it. Save with time winding down.
There we go. A little bit of a closer call than I hoped at the buzzer. Oh my God, what are my lines? I'm seeing all sorts of names. I don't even recognize half the names on my own team. That's a bad sign. That is a bad sign. We're gonna have to check the. I'm gonna check my lines after this game to see where we're going here. Or I could just maybe look at the game stats. Will it me? No, not really. Okay, that's fine. We'll just resume. I'll take a look at it later. Second period, still scoreless. Vancouver Vipers versus the Philadelphia Fire Ants. Wyatt Johnson loses the draw. Ovechkin. Ben. Oh, Vipers on a power play. Where do we? I guess we took one right at the end of the buzzer. I missed that completely, but now we're behind the 8 ball, and oh my God, a beautiful pass to Draisaitl, and just like that, 1-0. Wow, this is not a team that I can afford to give a power play to. Watch that beautiful, watch this beautiful pass, boom, around the defender. Just boom, zig, zag, and boom. Kemper couldn't get all the way over in time, and then up over the shoulder for Leon Draisaitl. I mean, just a great play. You gotta give it to him. Draisaitl back out there against McMichael. Wins the draw. Spurgeon passes it up to the wing. And Uh-oh, we got a little fight going on here. McMichael standing up for his teammate here against Jacob Slavin. I don't know if I like McMichael's chances in this fight, but let's see. Holding his own so far. Punches are flying. Nice uppercut there from McMichael. Oh, McMichael coming on strong. No, Slavin. Oof. Dome knocked off, and McMichael gets the win over Slavin. Let's go. Let's go.
On their feet right now, and you can tell that there's an animosity between these two. I was kind of waiting for them to drop.
McMichael heads to the box victorious against Jacob Slavin. That's the kind of truculence you love to see. All right, Johnston versus Draisaitl in the face-off dot. Johnson with the win. Burns up over the line. Passes it out to center, but nobody there. Nice hustle from Wyatt Johnston.
And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. We're still in the early stages of this period. Vancouver's up 1-0.
All right, face-off in the offensive zone. Wyatt Johnston loses the draw. And the Vipers out over the line. Ovechkin makes the move, and a nice glove save from Kemper. He's going to cover up.
And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Centers glide into the dots. We're ready to get things back going again.
Again, 1-0 for Vancouver. Draisaitl wins the draw. Spurgeon to Ekholm from the line. And Kemper makes another stop, covers up.
James, I mean, he's got presence in his crease, and he's also got a great glove hand, and he shows it right there with that save.
Back to the face-off dot, and Johnston loses again, but Gunther, sorry, intercepts the pass. Delayed penalty. Goalie's out of the net. But Vancouver touches, and Draisaitl going to the box for a cross-check, and yep, that's a cross-check, all right. Noted goon, Leon Draisaitl joins Slavin in the penalty box, and we are going to get a power play. Giroux, Stahl, and Zuccarello out there on the power play. Eberle's out there as well. Mancini. Oh, Giroux walks in, but not enough space to get the shot away.
More time off the clock as they grab the puck. Good clearing attempt to breathe.
Stahl pinned along the boards.
Great defensive effort with the strip.
Nice interception from Giroux. Trying to organize here in the neutral zone. Zuccarello stopped at the line. Great penalty killing here from the Vipers. Eberle to Giroux. Back to Stahl. Zuccarello hammered, and Sapovaliv hammered. Schwartz getting a shorthanded attempt. And this power play is just an absolute hot mess. Eberle now races in. Takes the shot. Nice stop from Demko. Eberle. Van Riemsdyk. Why is Van Riemsdyk out there on a power play? Good Lord. Along the lines. Ovechkin dumps it in. 40 seconds left in the power play. Hyman up to Winterton. Why is Winterton on the power play? Good Lord. I really need to check my lines before I do these games. Hyman to Johnston out front. McMahon fans on the shot. Johnston picks it up to Winterton. Hyman charges in. Can't get the shot away.
Vancouver's got possession while undermanned. And they get the puck out of harm's way.
And the power play winds down. Hyman passes out front. Picked up by McMahon, though. And he dumps it in. Draisaitl coming out of the box. Grabs the puck. Beautiful work for Toronto. Wide open out front. Takes the slapper, but can't get it. Chibrikov to Killorn. Another big shot.
take as they remain down.
Unbelievable.
Gunther's lugging the
Gunther
puck. Both sides digging
pinned
in
along the
for
board.
goal.
Nelson takes the shot. Deflected by Kemper. Vetrano to Chibrikov. Chibrikov dumps it in. Falk picks it up and dumps it down the ice. That could very well be icing, and indeed it is. Still 1-0 Vancouver, but
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying
some
this
good
one.
action here
The
in
Vipers lead it
the second.
1-0.
Face off here. Chibrikov loses the draw. Ekholm
That's a huge draw by the center, James.
to
Coming
Falk.
off the ice, and you know you need a change. You got to find a way to win that and get out of your zone.
and playing a little keep away in their own zone.
Slides it diagonally to
Finally gets it up to
Dishes it
Coulier,
to
or
Ekholm.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Taken by
Dylan Larkin back to Ben.
Huge
Cross
lane is owned
ice
to cut off the
pass.
puck.
Burns intercepts. McMichael's pass intercepted.
And that one's picked off.
Picks it up again.
Here they come.
Chugs it up over the line, looking for someone out front. And finds Zuccarello. Takes a shot in the short side. That is stopped. Radish.
Through center and
2-on-2 over the line. Goes into the corner and gets it out front, but Zadorov
And that's a smart heads
there
up
to
play by
intercept
Zadorov.
Giroux.
Can't
Pick
maintain
lost.
possession.
Everly picks it up again, takes the shot, and is absolutely decimated to end that play. Good Lord. He almost got knocked back to the all the way to the neutral zone. Boom, Everly paying the price. Just absolutely demolished.
Philadelphia's had a lot of good looks offensively, but they have run into one hot goaltender, which is
All
right
right.
trail late in this second.
Face off in the offensive zone. Jordan Stahl loses the draw. Spurgeon passes it up to Radish. Radish looking for the open man out front, but goes in. Oh, Kemper has to cover up. Great effort there from Radish.
Kemper's been so consistent throughout tonight's game, and I mean, he's made timely saves as well.
All right.
Shots that he's faced and his save percentage
Stahl
is
versus
never
Nelson again in the face-off circle. Stahl wins that one. Zadorov up to Stahl. Stahl over the line. A wall of defenders stops him, and Nelson comes back the other way. He's hit. Awkward bump out of the corner. Niemela taking no chances. Passes it up to Killorn to Vetrano, and that's going to be the end of the second period. Unless they can get a shot away last second, no. 1-0 Vancouver on a power play goal from Leon Draisaitl, and that has been the difference maker thus far as we head into the third period, baby. Let's go. Rally cap time. I'm not wearing a hat.
Welcome back, everyone. Both teams lined up at center ice, and we are ready to get this third period underway.
McMichael versus Draisaitl. Draisaitl wins the draw. Spurgeon getting chased there, but gets up over the line, over to Draisaitl, and oh, ho, ho! Dylan Larkin. Draisaitl shot blocked, and it went right to Larkin, wide open, and boom, puts it past Darcy Kemper, and it is 2-0. I got to see what happened here. Draisaitl takes the shot, it goes off the defender and is right onto the stick. Right onto the stick of Larkin, who had got up ahead of McMichael. Everybody concentrating on Draisaitl, which makes sense, but Larkin, a born leader, sneaks ahead to put them up by 2. McMichael versus Draisaitl. Ovechkin loses the puck. Zuccarello picks it back up. Cross ice pass to McMichael. McMichael up to Gunther. Gunther loses the puck to Draisaitl. Ovechkin coming back the other way. Long pass to Larkin, who's hammered at the line. Gunther to McMichael. McMichael looking for a body, but can't get the pass away. Great defensive work there from the Vipers. Ovechkin across to Larkin. Larkin takes the shot, almost gets a second. Ovechkin out of the corner. Ovechkin Pass or a shot goes wide. And oh my God, the pressure from the Vipers intense right now. We're just trying to get out of this zone. Gunther to Zuccarello. Zuccarello pinned along the boards. And finally it gets out, but right back. Draisaitl to Larkin with another sneaky little shot. Larkin comes out again with another shot. Oh my God. For the love of God, get this puck out of the zone. Zuccarello takes the shot. Stopped by Demko. Ekholm. Long pass. Stopped by the defender. Good work there from, I think that was OEL. Schwartz. Pass out front to Spurgeon. Gets 2 shots at it, and Kemper saves the day. Back to Ekholm. Schwartz. Pass back to the line. Misses the mark. LaPierre. Stopped at the line. OEL passes it up to Zuccarello to Johnston. Johnston back to Zuccarello. Zuccarello can't get through a web of defenders. Radish dumps it into the corner. Picked up by Stahl. Pass to OEL. OEL to Johnston. Johnston sneaks in, gets a great shot, but another beautiful stop by Demko. Johnston has it again. Zuccarello up front. Zuccarello gets a second shot almost, but stopped by Radish. LaPierre coming back the other way. Puck stripped from him. But he grabs it back from Niemela. Shot from Radish, and we are going to cover up. What a sequence, ladies and gentlemen. The pressure is on both ends of the ice. Thatcher Demko having a great game so far. Johnston wins the draw up to Burns. Burns taking it all the way in. Hyman out front, but can't get the shot through. And we are down to the final minute. Big hit there. Radish knocked off the puck. There goes the goalie. Stahl loses the puck to McMahon, but thankfully they picked it back up again. Nurse in over the line, trying to save face here at the very least. Across to the front, a beautiful pass, but Mancini interception there. Oh, almost got the third goal there. Cooley, a close one. Still trying for it, and there you go. Jamie Benn, we were scrambling. And Jamie Benn picks up the empty netter, 3-0 for the Vipers.
You can see the emotion on everyone on the ice as that empty netter.
Boom.
And that's an insurance marker, and that's going to be the game. Official signals to the players.
Well, I mean, unless we can get 3 goals in the next 16 seconds. So we need to have shot efficiency here is the key, guys. All you need is a goal every 4 seconds, and we have tied this game. Niemela up to Winterton. Winterton passed behind the net. And that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. The Vancouver Vipers winning in front of the home crowd 3-0 over the Philadelphia Fire Ants. And I am going to have to check and see what the injuries. We'll do that next episode. Next episode, we'll be checking the injury status of the Philadelphia Fire Ants, because something's going on, and there we go. Celebration well earned for the Vancouver Vipers. What a game. Ovechkin still laying dudes out. And look at that beautiful pass and up over the glove hand for the goal. And here's Draisaitl chipping one off a pass from, I believe, Cooley. And that is going to be it. 3-0. We are losers, ladies and gentlemen. Losers. I am sure that I want to quit that game for sure. All right, well, there we are. Unfortunately, a 3-0 loss to the Vipers for your Philadelphia Fire Ants. I know you're all as upset as I am. But we'll be back next episode with more action, more games. Who knows what else? But we're going to check our injuries. That's the first thing we're doing next time. All right, thanks, guys. Goodbye.